Hello, this is Trail Rider 570. Today we are going to be changing the winch cable from the cable to synthetic rope, as well as we're going to change out the fair lead. We're going to go to this style fair lead on it. So that will be starting here in a few. The roller fair lead on this, we're going to change it out. We're putting the other side like I told you in my intro here. We're going to pull both these bolts off, and this is a 15 millimeter nut, and I'm sticking my hand around back to hold the carriage bolts. So then we're going to take this off. What's going on here? Hold on. There it is. I didn't have it on there all the way. We're going to pull these nuts off each side. Then you take your hand, kind of get in there where you can and hold that. Sometimes you'd be a contortionist, unfortunately. And if you can't get your hand out there, just grab the fair lead and pull it out. Just like that, and it'll pull the carriage bolt into the shank or the square. We're going to pull this out. We're going to do away with it. We're not going to use that again. And at this point, I want you guys to notice the winch cable in here is all wadded up. You can see the loop in there. It's not laid in there properly. You can see right there. You can see a big old wad. So this may take us a little bit to get it out. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pull it out. Then we get to the point where we get to the set screw. Then I'll bring you guys back. And I'm going to show you guys this. We worked hard. The Ranger we ended up using to pull it, but we got knots here. Down the line, you can see how the cable is literally knotted up here. And if he was to have to use this on a trail to winch us out or something, we had to use a Ranger to pull the cable out of the unit because it was knotted up so bad. So that's another reason to get rid of the cable and go to the rope. And I have the set screw. There's a set screw on this drum, and I have that loose. And what we're going to do is I'm going to rotate this just a little bit. I want to rotate it. I'm going to turn the key on here. Get that a little straighter so I got a straight pull with it. Then we're going to pull the cable out. And this cable is original to the unit, so we may have to work a little bit. I gotta put it down and get the Allen wrench to the Allen wrench. Is it going down?
Stop right there.
Right. There's an Allen wrench right here, a cap screw I should say. And when I do it, I'm going to loosen it up a little bit more. Hopefully this will help us. Now I need to rotate it back up so I can get a straight pull on the cable. Going up.
Yep. Right there.
Right there. Then it pulls right out. Because we're not going to use this cable. This cable is going to be shit canned. And I'm going to say that. It's no good. Now we're going to take the rope. Same thing goes. We're going to feed it through the hole. And get it fed in there enough. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get my drill. I'm going to try to get a drill bit in there and just clean some of that corrosion out of there. We'll be back with you in a minute. Yeah, you can turn it on. What I ended up doing, we got the cable out. It's a piece of shit cable, but I ran a drill through here just to clean up the rust in there, and I put some penetrating oil in there just to help it out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to feed the cable into here and it went right in now. We're going to feed it in here. Then what we're going to do at the end, we're going to wind it up, and we'll get back with you in a few minutes. Okay, what we're going to do now is we got the rope installed, and we got the set screw back in holding it, and the tail goes in there, but all the holding power is after you get a wrap or two on here. So if you run it out this far and you try to pull, that tail's a lot smaller than the actual rope to fit in here. So just remember that when you run them out. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to feed it up in there and get her in place. So here we go. And what I'm going to do is it's like a fishing line. I'm going to put it on there and hold it. And my assistant's working the controls. And we're going to try to get the rope on there evenly. We're just trying to run it evenly from side to side. And the Sportsman's on a battery charger right now too, so we should be good. Just winding her, getting it as even as possible. Hold on. Pull back out a little bit. All right, hold it right there. All right, go ahead. Good. And just like that, we got it wound. We didn't have to take that end of the chafe guard off it. Cutting it. So we got it wound. Now we can go ahead and we can install the newer fairlead. This is going to situation I had one you heard before in the previous video. We're going to use these carriage bolts over. They give us bolts. We're not going to use them. The other unit that I did this on, we are going to take the winch loose and so we can get the different bolts in it. But this one here, we're going to stick with these because this is a toy / work unit. So we're going to go ahead and put the newer fairlead on it and get it put it back together and get the hook on it. Let's be done. So we're just going to feed that over there. Get it over there. Get our bolts lined up, which is really simple. You don't need to have a roller fairlead with a rope. Actually, they tell you not to put a roller fairlead on if you use a synthetic rope. So, and I did have to modify this rope. We used a cutoff wheel to cut it because you're going to cut it with pliers and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and tighten it up. And just like that, now all we gotta do is we gotta put our hook back on. I got my beer assistant here. Root beer, that is, I don't drink. And we're gonna put our hook back on. And just like that, now we can take our hook. I'll have my beer assistant set it out a little bit. Give me a beer. All right, hold it right there. All right, tighten it up. Tighten it up. All right, tighten up. Tighten it up. Go ahead. There it is. And just like that, we got the synthetic rope changed. We went from this fair lead, which is on it, with old roller fair lead, to the newer fair lead and the rope, and which in turn to it cleans up the machine. This fair lead is what they recommend if you use rope, this style fair lead. So it's all set. We got it all modified. Down the line, I'm going to do a video on servicing the clutch on this and everything else. So thanks a lot for watching. If you're new to my channel, as always, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future update. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye for now, and God bless.